Welcome to Real World Branding episode installment 3, I think.
Or 23, one or the
Or
other.
23. It's always 23.
Or 42.
I'm Joe Longshore, sitting with a group of my friends, including Ben Mack and Matt Soche. And I would like to ask Maddie, and I will ask Maddie, about information technology. When Maddie and I have been friends for a long time, and when he went to college at SUNY Oswego and eventually got his master's in information technology, I essentially thought he was going to be a shop teacher. I didn't know exactly what information technology was, and I am perfectly comfortable saying I still am not certain what it is. So I'm going to ask Maddie, what is information technology?
All right. Well, to clarify a little bit, when I went to Oswego, I got technology education to be a technology teacher, which meant I could teach at a high school level, anything from web page design to residential construction, welding, electricity, photography, video production, that sort of thing. Then I got my master's degree from Potsdam State, and that was in instructional technology, media management, which is also known as informational technology. What that is it means that I can take a base of knowledge, be it pretty much anything, and it will be my job to go and find out all of the needs of the learner, and basically curtail the instruction to how they would learn best in that situation.
Curtail?
Or organize the information? Is that better?
Sure. Well, curtail I think means to stop, to prevent, but something that's inevitable. Like if I'm curtailing the end of beer, I'm drinking less beer because I want to
don't do that.
Stave off. Right, thank you.
Okay, not a problem. All right.
So with information technology, can you give me an example of how you would apply that in a real world setting?
Okay. Joe Longshore owns a company that makes blue jeans. And
no, actually, I don't.
Yeah.
So just to be totally clear,
For
although I
example,
look fabulous in blue jeans.
Banana hammocks is what he's really into. Actually, so you have this company that produces blue jeans. You get the fabric, and then you have this assembly line of machines, that sews them together, folds them up, and packages them, in, say, crates or cases, because everything's automated. Well, what you just got is a brand new piece of machinery that's like laser operated, it's got all the newest safety features, and, it's computer, so you can actually have, maybe it makes 2 different types of blue jeans. So, one shift makes one kind, one shift makes the other. Well, you need to train your employees how to use this brand new piece of machinery. So it would be my job to go in and interview and survey and test the site and research the differences between the old machine and the new machine and find out what the best way to teach your employees how to use the new machine. Be it take them for a weekend and close down the shop and say, take them through in groups. This is how you do it, and then show them one-on-one. Or would they be better fit watching an instructional video or taking an online test? Or any number of things, using all of the information or all of the technology at my disposal to figure out which is the best way to teach those individuals.
So when we say best way, can we? It sounds like information technology has to do with finding or creating efficiency. Is that true across the board in every application of information technology?
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, of course, efficiency means saving time and money, and that's extremely important.
I'm vitally interested in words because it's my understanding and my own personal understanding that thoughts are the organizing principle of consciousness, or an organizing principle in consciousness, and words are the way we express thoughts, and the words can affect and do affect our actions. Having said that, when I think about even the phrase or title information technology, what is the information in information technology? What does that mean broadly? Is the information in information technology? Is information technology a particular formula or scheme or structure that can be applied to a broad range of businesses, or is information technology like what is the technology? What is the I'm still not certain if I know what information technology is. You told me a little bit about what you do and how you apply information technology, but I'm not certain that.
Okay, I think
okay.
I see what you're saying.
Can you clarify that for me?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'll start with technology.
Right.
Technology is any tool you have at your disposal.
Okay.
Anything from a book to the internet to video to any number of things. The information, all right, that is it could be your message, it could be your story, it could be a lesson. For a long time, informational technology has been called instructional technology.
Okay.
And that's kind of how it started, as instructional. It used to be called instructional design, and then as technology grew, instructional design moved to instructional technology, because you can take, like I was saying before about those genes, and you can use, say, like back in the 1920s, their only use of teaching, a lesson or like a new piece of machinery was either they hands-on, hey, this is how this works, push this button, and this button, or they had a manual for them that they had to read.
And I can see where that would be called instructional technology.
Yeah, or instructional design. Teaching someone how to do something. But once you get in different modes of being able to teach that, instead of using just the manual or just hands-on, well, now you can watch it streaming online. Now you can get a DVD to take home. Now you can, do it in this. It becomes instructional technology, because what it says is, okay, you've got the instruction part down. You're teaching that lesson, or you've got the information part of it down. Now, what's the best way to teach that learner? So take the information or the instruction or the lesson and apply it to, how does this audience perceive it? Do I want to use the word perceive? Perceive it the best, or how do they
assimilate that?
Yeah, how do they assimilate that information? What makes them feel the most comfortable?
Okay.
Learning said or accepting said information.
There are a couple of things that strike me as you were speaking about that. One was the use of the word story. That it can be, when we're talking about information, it can be a story. And the other thing is the final thing that we kind of said together about how do they best assimilate that story? How do they best assimilate that information? What makes them feel most comfortable?
Yeah, and that's very important.
Yeah, and to step into Ben's shoes, just from the influence I've had from him with brand essence, having a story, identifying a story, and from my own experience as a storyteller, someone who's vitally interested in telling stories, identifying an individual story, a group story, a company story, and then understanding how to market or how to promote or how to move that story in a way that thanks Shippy, in a way that is comfortable for people to receive. So I guess what I'm wondering, and maybe it's something that needs to be answered now, but how can we take informational technology and apply it to the kind of work that you and I are looking at continuing, online business and network marketing, and maybe we can actually next time take some time and do a case study on how we can apply that.
Yeah.
That sound all right? Sounds all right with me. Okay, Ben, do you have anything to add?
I was zoning out, and so I didn't really get a chance to hear what you were asking there. Did you want to add? I'm sorry,
No,
I was.
I think we're good.
Profile thing, and Mark had sent me an update that Simpleology 103 was coming out.
Okay.
And so I was asking people to go to I'mGoingToDoThis.com. That's IMGOING. I'm going to do this.com. I'm going to do this.com, because when people go to Simpleology, I hope they're going to do it. So I want them to write in the web address of I'm going to do this.com. It's sort of like one of those neurolinguistic programming things. Like I'm asking them, and in the psychology of totalism, or Procter and Gamble, the way that they used to ask people to write that, Tide was their favorite soap in order to enter a contest. I figure if I get them to write down, I'm going to do this, it increases the proclivity that they're... You know what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Okay. And we'll finish by asking Maddie, what if people are interested, what steps should they take if they want to contact you directly? Like via email. Can you give them an email address?
Yeah, it's MSAUCIER for MSoche at weekendnomad.com. Again, that's MSAUCIER at weekendnomad.com.
And Weekend Nomad is?
Weekend Nomad is one of the companies that I own. It is all about hiking safety. It's going to be an outdoor lifestyles. Essentially, it's using informational technology to its fullest. It's going to be a basic guide to day hiking, and then it will grow from there, create a community of hikers and people who just like being outside. It's anything you need to know, from getting up off the couch to getting out on the trails.
Okay, excellent. And we will see you again.